Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today I'd like to introduce everybody to my brand new miniseries, The Real One Man Army. Now, don't worry, this miniseries is not in any way related to the perk One Man Army, nor will I be using it, at least in this episode. But The Real One Man Army, the miniseries that is a miniseries that I hope to frequently post on my channel, where basically the concept behind it is I'm going to be the only person on my team getting any kills. I invited 5 of my subscribers into a game, and I told them that they should make a class with Cold-Blooded and Ninja and just lay in the back of the map and do absolutely nothing and allow me to play the entire game basically as a 1 versus 6. So what you're going to see in this game might be something that some people will question the legitimacy of due to the fact that there has been some fake videos on YouTube recently. So what I'm going to tell you guys is 3 things. Number 1, I showed you guys the matchmaking system or the matchmaking process in the beginning of this video, where I just joined an absolutely random game and absolutely random people joined. Number 2, there's going to be several people who rage quit during this game on the other team, and then random people join back in. And the third thing is, at the end of this video, you will see the gamer tags of the 11 people who are in the match with me. And if you feel that this video might not be legitimate, and you feel that you want to do a little bit of research on this before you hate on it, go ahead and message them, and I'm sure they will tell you exactly what happened, because I don't think this will be a game that they will be forgetting anytime soon. So let's get into this. What I'm doing is I'm going to be, like I said, just getting all the kills by myself, and I guess I should break down my setup here. So top right hand corner of your screen, you can see the setup that I'm using. I'm using the TAR Silenced with Scavenger, Stopping Power, and Ninja Pro. And I don't think I'm going to be using my secondary at all in this video. Not really important. My kill streak setup is the Harrier, the Pavlo, and the Chopper Gunner. And don't get me wrong, guys. I want to be frank with you guys. These guys are not the best players in the world, and the fact that I was using such destructive air support, I guess, on such a map or a map such as Wasteland, where air support plays such a big role in the game, I'm going to say that it definitely made my job easier. But this is the kind of gameplay that I enjoy making. This is the kind of gameplay that I enjoy posting, and it's also the kind of gameplay I enjoy watching. I like gameplay where it's just somebody does their absolute best to absolutely rape a team. I don't like to see people messing around nearly as much as I like to see somebody just demolish a team with an M16 or a FAMAS or whatever. So that's what I kind of wanted to bring you guys. So let's break the class down a minute here. I'm going to be using an assault rifle in general because most of the encounters on a map as big as Wasteland are going to be long distance, and an assault rifle is probably the best idea. The reason why I decided to go with the TAR-21 is because it's got pretty decent damage. I'm pretty comfortable with its iron sights, so I decided, since I'm going to want to be using a silencer to kind of be stealthy, the TAR-21 would be a great choice. You might want to go with something like an ACR, but the reason why I didn't go with it is because even though it does have good iron sights, it's pretty weak and it loses a lot of its range and damage when you put a silencer on it. So I decided to go with the TAR, which would be a little bit more powerful. The reason why I go with Scavenger is because obviously I'm going to be needing a lot of bullets to be able to get as many kills as I do in this video, which is the total 75 out of 75 kills. The reason I'm using Stopping Power versus any other perk is because Stopping Power is a pretty much universally good perk. We're going to work on any class other than a WA2000 without a silencer on, which you guys so meanly pointed out to me before. And I guess when you look at the other perks, Hardline is a much more effective or much more useful perk when you're using a lower kill streak setup, because players who struggle between getting a 2 and 3 kill streak setup on a frequent basis are the players who are going to benefit from it the most. But the players like myself who might struggle between getting a 6 and a 7 kill streak for a Harrier aren't going to benefit nearly as much. Cold-Blooded, probably not very useful since they're not going to be killing me that much if all goes according to plan, so no UAVs or other air support to worry about. Lightweight, just a generally dumb perk to use on a silenced assault rifle. I mean, I guess there are exceptions, but there's no reason for me to use any of this perk. Stopping Power was clearly the choice for me. Ninja, again, goes along with the silencer. I want to be stealthy, don't want them to know where I am, and I don't like to hear my own footsteps in general because I use an Astro A40 gaming headset, which I would recommend to anybody who is serious about gaming. I don't know, guys. It's been asked before. I get messages very frequently about what headset I have and what headset people should get. And what I tell people is that I got my headset when I was actually in Major League Gaming and I was playing PCL tournaments 3 times a year when they were available. and I kind of had a real use for them. And when they had broken and I was doing YouTube videos, this isn't a career of sorts, I guess, but I am profiting off this, and it is a pretty serious thing now that I'm making YouTube videos. So I decided that I would invest in a third pair, because I'd actually broken one other pair before. But if you're just a casual gamer and you don't play Modern Warfare 2 too much, I wouldn't recommend dishing out the money unless you're like super rich, I guess. If your dad's like an oil tycoon, actually an oil tycoon probably isn't what you want to be right now with the whole state of BP, but that's a whole different subject. What do we got here? All right, so I don't really know what to talk about, guys. There wasn't much strategy. I was holding down this general area for the majority of the game. Holding the outside of the cave is an absolute must, I'd say. Towards this part of the commentary, or a little bit later in the commentary, they kind of learned their lesson in the cave. I really stuck it to them hard. They kept rushing in there, and I have the high ground advantage by sitting outside of the cave. No, oh god, I forgot. I can't call this a cave. It's a bunker, and I called it a cave before, and you guys absolutely wrecked me in the comments. I apologize. It is a bunker. It's not a cave. What was I thinking? So sitting outside the bunker is a very easy spot to hold down, and I'm not looking to make this any more difficult than it already is. So don't crucify me for that. And I think this was the point where I realized that they had realized that going into the bunker was not the smartest idea. So I thought I would push up here. Let's talk about my air support for a second here. I don't think that most people would go for the using the Pavlo and the chopper gunner, or the attack helicopter along with the Pavlo, or the attack helicopter with the chopper gunner, mainly because none of those can be up at the same time, and they all last quite a long time. But my strategy for this game, if you guys want to know, if you decide to do this on your own, maybe you want to get one of these real one-man army games, my strategy was, if I can make my way up to a Pavlo, or if I can make my way up to a chopper gunner, I can call in my chopper gunner, use it for 1 minute, then right as soon as I get out of my chopper gunner, kill myself or die, like run into a situation where I'm most likely going to die quickly, and then call in my Pavlo. And while I'm racking up kills to get to my next chopper gunner, I can let my Pavlo go to town. And a total of 5 minutes on air support, a minute and a half for each Pavlo if they don't get shot down, and a minute for each chopper gunner if they don't get shot down. But unfortunately in this video, I think all but one of my air support got shot down, and that was this last chopper gunner right here. So I'll speed that up a little bit, and that is the end of the game. Final score of 75-3 with 1 suicide death. So it could have been 75-2. Pretty incredible game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said before, right now, or in a second here, you're going to see the 11 gamer tags that are in the lobby right now. The last one right there at the very bottom had just joined in late, but the other guys, the other 10 guys, you can message. Feel free to. I invite you